The story of NoCap is a journey defined by hardship, lyrical depth, and unwavering authenticity. Born Kobe Vidal Crawford Jr. on August 20th, 1998, in Mobile, Alabama, NoCap emerged from a city that isn't traditionally known for hip-hop stardom, yet has steadily grown its musical influence through artists like him and Rilo Rodriguez. Raised in the challenging environment of the Birdsville housing projects, NoCap was exposed early to the harsh realities of the streets. His upbringing was shaped by a father who was often in and out of prison, and a mother who did her best to raise him and his siblings despite the odds stacked against them. Before diving into rap seriously, NoCap lived a life that reflected many of the themes found in his music, struggle, survival, and street knowledge. Like many young men from his neighborhood, he was caught between trying to stay out of trouble and being pulled into it. Though he had a love for music from a young age, it wasn't initially seen as a realistic career path. At one point, he took on small jobs and hustled to support himself and his family, living with the constant tension of wanting more, but being boxed in by circumstances beyond his control. His early years were filled with moments of hardship and tough lessons, all of which would later bleed into the poetry of his lyrics. Mobile may not be the first city people associate with hip-hop, but it's a place that breeds raw talent. NoCap stands out not just because of his wordplay, but because of how deeply personal and emotionally resonant his music is. From a lyrical standpoint, he's one of the most unique voices to emerge in recent years. His metaphors are complex, and his delivery carries the pain of someone who has truly lived the life he raps about. It's that authenticity that set him apart early in his career and helped him build a loyal fan base before any major label got involved. As far as musical influences go, NoCap has never hidden the fact that he was heavily inspired by Southern rappers who came before him. Artists like Lil Wayne, Future, and Kevin Gates played a major role in shaping his approach to rap. Lil Wayne's clever wordplay and punchlines were particularly influential, and you can hear echoes of that style in NoCap's intricate metaphors and double entendres. Kevin Gates' emotional vulnerability and Future's melodic delivery also contributed to the blueprint that NoCap would later use to carve out his own space in the game. But while he may have taken inspiration from these artists, NoCap's voice and style are distinctly his own, a unique blend of pain-driven lyrics and melody-rich flows that feel as haunting as they are beautiful. NoCap began releasing music in the late 2010s, but his breakout moment came with the release of his song Ghetto Angels in 2019. The track resonated on a deep level with listeners, offering an emotional tribute to lost loved ones and showcasing his storytelling abilities. Ghetto Angels was raw, heartfelt, and undeniably real. It quickly went viral and established NoCap as a rising star to watch. The success of the song led to millions of views on YouTube and streams across major platforms, making it clear that NoCap wasn't just another internet rapper, he was an artist with staying power. Following Ghetto Angels, NoCap released a string of mixtapes and singles that kept his name buzzing in the streets and online. Projects like The Back-End Child and Steel Human solidified his reputation as one of the most promising voices in the new wave of Southern rap. Songs like Legend Dead Faces and By Tonight continued to highlight his lyrical dexterity and ability to craft emotional narratives. These tracks weren't just popular, they were deeply impactful, especially to fans who related to the struggles NoCap spoke about. It wasn't long before the industry took notice. In 2019, NoCap officially signed to Never Broke Again, the label founded by Baton Rouge rapper NBA YoungBoy, as well as a partnership with Atlantic Records. This move aligned him with one of the most prominent young rap collectives in the game. The deal with NBA was a perfect fit, both musically and thematically. YoungBoy and NoCap share a similar rawness in their music, a tendency to rap about personal pain, trauma, and loyalty with unflinching honesty. Despite some occasional internal tension between NoCap and members of the NBA camp in later years, the deal gave him a broader platform to reach fans worldwide. NoCap's affiliation with NBA YoungBoy and Atlantic Records marked a new chapter in his career. With the backing of a major label and one of the hottest rap collectives, he gained access to more resources, better production, and wider distribution. His music videos became more polished, his promotion more expansive, and his audience even larger. Yet, through it all, NoCap stayed true to his roots, never compromising his style or message for mainstream appeal. Even as his fame grew, his music remained focused on the same themes that made fans fall in love with him in the first place: loss, betrayal, survival, and hope. In 2021, NoCap continued his momentum with the release of Mr. Crawford, his debut studio album. The project debuted in the Billboard Top 10 and received critical acclaim for its emotional depth and lyrical complexity. It was a major milestone in his career, signaling that he had truly arrived. Songs like Vaccine, I'll Be Here, and No Hook showcased his growth as both a rapper and a storyteller. He was no longer just a promising newcomer. He was now a respected voice in the rap community, one who had carved out his own lane and earned his stripes through consistency and authenticity. While NoCap's journey hasn't been without its challenges, including legal issues and public feuds, his resilience has been a central theme in his story. He's an artist who continues to evolve, using music not just as a career but as a form of therapy. In a genre that often prioritizes image over substance, NoCap stands out for his commitment to truth-telling and emotional transparency. His story is one of transformation, from a young man navigating the dangers of the streets in Mobile, to a rising star shining on the national stage. In conclusion, the story of NoCap is far from over. He's still young, still hungry, and still creating music that resonates with a generation searching for realness in a world full of filters and fakes. As he continues to grow as an artist and expand his reach, one thing remains clear. NoCap's journey is one of substance, not just success. He represents a new wave of Southern rap, one that's not afraid to be vulnerable, to speak on pain, and to challenge what it means to be a rapper in today's world. Whether you've been a fan since Ghetto Angels or are just now discovering his music, one thing is certain: NoCap is here to stay, and his story is just getting started.